I love the Spanish food. Whenever I travel, I always eat the local specialty. You guys are like, we can tell, Jim. We can totally tell. We can tell. And there's nothing more Spanish than tapas, right? Tapas, which is kind of like Spain's sushi. Tapas, which is like, I love how tapas is talked about like an activity. People do tapas, like it's a form of exercise. It's like, you went jogging? I did tapas. Yeah, I did a whole circuit. I'm exhausted. When I was in Madrid, I went to the oldest restaurant called Botín, which is a restaurant that's been open since 1725. And the food tasted like it too. And it's weird. Old is not usually an adjective you want to associate with food. It's like, these eggs are from 1,000 years ago. But Botín, I had, and it's all traditional dishes. Like I had the suckling pig, which is, obviously it's a baby pig that was torn away from the mother. And then I ate it. I mean, I didn't eat it in front of the mother. You know what I mean? I FaceTimed. I did. I was like, anything look familiar? It didn't happen, everyone. It didn't. This guy's a monster. He is a monster. He's a horrible person, and I don't like him. Spanish breakfast, I had churros con chocolate for breakfast. Like, I know lunch is your meal here, but, breakfast, the ingredients of a candy bar, we're going to go there? Like, who came up with that? Was that, like, what they ask an 8-year-old? I want fried dough that I can dunk into a cup of chocolate. Now, Timmy, we're going to give you a little bit. I want a cup of chocolate! All right, just give him the damn cup of chocolate. Tortilla Española, that was, I don't know how to tell you this, that's an omelet. Not a tortilla. I don't know, I would assume that a Spanish person would have met a Mexican by now, but that's not a tortilla. Maybe the Mexicans are so nice they don't want to tell you. Like the Spaniards are like, here's a tortilla española, and the Mexicans are like, bueno. Bueno on the tortilla. That's very good. It's tortilla española. That is an omelet. That's a potato omelet. Even people in Ireland are like, I don't need a potato omelet. No thanks. But tortilla, it's a potato omelet. And I've eaten a lot of omelets, Jim, we can tell. And I've never really wanted a potato one. What do you want in your omelet? Potatoes. And is it okay if we call it a burrito? Can we do that? Tortilla española, bocadillo. So there's a tortilla española sandwich. Hey, I love carbs. I do. But there is a threshold where you're like, you know what? I'll have the tortilla española sandwich and the potato omelet sandwich. Can we put some rice on there? I'd love some rice and maybe some pasta. Can we put pasta? Just hear me out. If we put pasta and then, I don't know, I feel like there should be some more in there. This guy's a jerk. But you guys love potatoes. Patata brava. Imagine the bravery involved in putting sauce on potatoes. What kind of man is he? Have you seen how he eats his potatoes? With sauce on them. He is a real man. Now, I would never come to your beautiful country and tell you that gazpacho soup is uncooked tomato soup. I would never do that. Because that's not the type of person I am. I am humbled and gracious, and I wouldn't say someone was too lazy to cook it. I wouldn't say that. This guy's gonna get beat up.
I like meat, I do. But you know who seems to be really obsessed with meat? Are vegetarians. You know, for people that don't like meat, they seem to eat a lot of vegetables that are mashed up and shaped to look like meat. I find meat repulsive. I'll have a veggie burger with fake bacon, and can you serve it to me dressed like a cow? I don't like meat. I just like to call meat late at night and hang up. Let's drive by Meat's house. Does Meat ever ask about me? I don't care. I ain't missing you at all. Missing you. Never see that the other way. I will have the steak, and can you make it taste like tofu? My wife refuses to eat meat because she feels it's cruel to animals, which, interestingly enough, is the same reason why I don't eat vegetables. I'm a vegetable rights activist. Except for the potato, they can't feel anything. I do love animals. I've never looked at a cow and thought I want to eat that. But once that cow is slaughtered, drained of all its blood, chopped up, and put on a grill, I get hungry. Cow. Definitely helps if it doesn't look like an animal. This ham sandwich doesn't look like a pig to me. But ribs, you know, there's no getting around ribs. Because they're ribs. It's amazing how casually we order. Yeah, I will have the baby back ribs. And can you wheel that out in a stroller? I'm gonna start with the baby chicken legs. I'm gonna have an all-baby meal. Hey, buddy, I used to be a baby. How do you eat ribs without looking like a caveman anyway? Excuse me while I tear the flesh from this bone. I need the energy for when I club you later on. I like all kinds of meat, even bologna. I knew he was white trash. I don't even know if bologna is a meat. I don't think meat's supposed to catch on fire like that. What's interesting about bologna, it's not just a meat, it's an insult. That's a bunch of baloney. You're full of baloney. That kind of implies baloney makes you lie. I eat bologna all the time. Or maybe I don't. Maybe that's just the bologna talking. Have you seen the bologna that has the olives in it? Who's that for? I like my bologna like a martini. With an olive. I'll have the bologna sandwich, dirty. Everything about bologna is silly. Who decided on the pronunciation of the word bologna? All right, how do you want to pronounce this word? Bologna! I don't know if you saw, there's a G in the word. I don't see no G, bologna! Okay, well, the word does end with an A. We're going with bologna! Trust me, I came up with Colonel. There's some thin people at my gym. I saw this one woman, she was so skinny you could actually see her ribs. And all I could think was, I haven't had a McRib in forever. And those are delicioso. I reference McDonald's a lot because I go to McDonald's. I love the silence that follows that statement. Like I just admitted to support dog fighting or something. How could you? McDonald's? It's fun telling people you go to McDonald's. They always give you that look like, oh, I didn't know I was better than you. No one admits to going to McDonald's. They sell 6 billion hamburgers a day. There's only 300 million people in this country. It's like, I'm not a calculus teacher, but I think everyone's lying. You ever been at McDonald's and you see a friend for a second, you're like, oh, crap. Eventually you're like, hey, what's going on? And they're just like, I'm just here for the 99-cent ATM. What are you doing here, Jim? I'm just meeting a hooker. Certainly not eating here, that's for sure. Yeah, he should be here by now. Because we all know better, right? We've all read the articles, seen those documentaries. It's the same message. Look, McDonald's is really bad for you. It's very high in fat and calories, and we don't even know where the meat comes from. And we're all like, that's disgusting. I'll have a Big Mac, a large fry, and a 2-gallon drum of Diet Coke. Because there's a McDonald's denial. And we all embrace it. No one's going in there innocent. We're walking into a red and yellow building with a giant M over it. What's this, a library? Well, I'll get some fries while I'm here. Because those McDonald's fries are truly amazing, right? Has your mother ever made anything as good as a McDonald's fry? Not even close. We lie to ourselves when we eat McDonald's fries. We're like, oh, they're so thin, they couldn't be fattening. You ever eat too many McDonald's fries? Of course not! There's never enough of them. There's always that moment when you're eating McDonald's fries where you're like, what happened?